When the cleaner came here today, a couple of things that we picked up. They've got some disinfectant, we've got a mini machete, lovely. And then for those that are interested, we've got the last tenants left us some presents, lovely. So we've got lots of beeping alarms, which really does my head in. Hi guys, it's Arsh, and in today's session we're going to be doing another day, another deal. So we're going to be taking around another HMO that I've recently just acquired on a rent-to-rent basis, where literally no deposit paid up front, no rent paid up front, actually got 1 month's rent-free period to do some work to it. So I'm going to show you around that. Now before we do that, I need a small favour from you. If you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. Every time I release a video you get notified of it. Just a reminder that this channel is sponsored by the Property Investor app, which is the UK's first property investment platform, which showcases all kinds of deals all over the UK. Whether you're looking for a rent-to-rent, lease option, service accommodation deal, we've got them all there. There are two ways to get involved. You can either go to the website, which is propertyinvestораpp.co.uk, or if you've got a smartphone, go to the App Store, type in Property Investor and download it from there. Now, before we go any further, just want to make you aware that I have got the third webinar of the three-part series happening this Sunday the 21st of May, 7 p.m. I'm going to put the link underneath here, also in the description as well. Click on it. We're going to be going through some deals that I've done over the last year, as well as that, I'm going to be showing you how to find different kinds of deals like below market value deals, rent-to-rent deals, lease option deals, service accommodation deals, just to name a few. So if that's what you're interested in and you want some free 90-minute training, absolutely free, click on the web link and I look forward to seeing you there. So let's get moving on with the first property. And today, is any of your stuff in the kitchen right now? Any of the pots and pans?
No.
Jack?
No, it's in my room.
Okay, forgives partner?
No.
Okay, so this is all the stuff that's out on display. We've got lots of rubbish that's been left here. We've got actually food that's been cooked, left out. Dirty dishes. Andrew, is any of this yours?
No.
Again, it's just filthy. It's disgusting.
Well, you can see here as well, we need a proper extraction.
It's
Andrew,
let's not deflect from.
No, mate,
let's
I'm
not
trying to deflect from
let's
it.
not.
No, it's mine. I want it sorted out, mate.
Let's not deflect.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, so you're saying that none of this is yours. Whose is a rice bag?
Let me tell you.
Sorry, let me ask you a question. Who's a rice bag?
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm putting this all in the WhatsApp group. All this stuff is going to be thrown away today.
Throw it away. I don't have food there.
Okay. So I'm back in the office. It's first thing in the morning. Before I came to the office, you would have probably just seen a mini clip that I had to go to a HMO. And I went there early in the morning because I needed to wake up all the tenants. Because they kept saying to me, and I kept getting mini messages from one or two of the tenants, and they kept blaming each other. And I said, guys, okay, I'm going to create a house meeting, which we did. So out of 6, I think 4 of them turned up. The other 2 were at work. But we've also recorded the meeting and we put it in the house WhatsApp group. And what basically, they're each blaming each other for some dirtiness. So they've left the kitchen in a bit of a state. He says she's done this, she said he's done that. So I had to bring them all together, and we kind of got some house rules. Even though we've got lots of house rules posted up around the house, you should be doing this, you should be tidying away your dishes, you should be putting away your own rubbish. It doesn't seem to be happening. And unfortunately, I had to be quite firm, and I had to bring in some authority and say, guys, if this doesn't happen now, this is the consequences of it. And sometimes you have to do that with being a landlord to the tenants, so that they understand that you're not going to deal with their rubbish. And what's been happening is that people have been cooking, they've just been leaving out raw food on the worktops, and as a result now some people are saying, well, we're not comfortable with this, when they're coming into the kitchen and they're finding someone else's cooking left open. And I get that, so we had to bring it, we had to nip it in the bud quite early on. So really hope that you've enjoyed seeing almost like the nasty part of being a landlord, but we go on. So now we're going to move on to another property that we've just taken on a rent-to-rent, and we're going to have a little wander around to see what you think of it. Hello everyone, welcome to my new 4-bedroom HMO. So we're actually in Tipton of the West Midlands. So just to give you a bit of background, to my right you've got approximately Wolverhampton, which is about 3 miles, and then to my left we've got Birmingham, which is about 4 miles. So we're pretty central. So with this property, the landlord approached me, believe it or not, last Sunday, and he asked me to meet him at the property. Met him on the Monday. He actually just gave me the keys, and he goes, Arsh, he goes, I don't want to rent it, I've got no patience with it. And what we've got here is actually a 4-bed HMO. All the doors got fire doors, we've got fire alarm in place, we've got the emergency lighting, we've got some bleeping alarms. So we're going to deal with all this now. So since having the keys on Monday, I've had the decorators that come in and pretty much mini whitewashed it. We've still got a bit of work to do. We've got the cleaners doing a mini deep clean now, and the plan is that we're going to have this operational by the 1st of June. We've got the rest of May rent free. I've not paid a deposit, so literally taken a property with no money down. So I paid the decorators a few £100s to get it cleaned. We're going to pay the cleaners a few £100s to get it cleaned. So within the space of 500 £500 this place is going to be operational. So let's get moving on. So this is a hallway. Notice board is where we're going to have all our HMO details such as gas safety certificate, etc. Room number 1. All the rooms are not massive. They're approximately 10 square meters, you know, between 6.5 and 10 square meters. So they're not huge, but by the time we've filled it with some furniture and some love and some nice pictures, and we're going to incorporate some colour onto the wall so it doesn't just look like a white box. This room should, you know, let quite easily. So I think in here we'll either do something where we feature on the either the fireplace or the 2 mini indents. We'll probably do something and incorporate some colour on there. So as you can hear, all the beeping means that we've got some batteries to change on the smoke detectors. So let's get moving on. So communal lounge, again, doesn't look very inviting as it stands right now. So again, a fair bit of work to be done here. The reason why I don't mind taking properties on like this is because A, we're not paying a deposit, B, we've got a rent-free period, and it's really easy for me to put my stamp on it. If I'm taking someone else's property, it makes it a little bit more difficult. So by the time we put our furniture in here, by the time we've created this into a nice space, it will let really easy, and I'm quite confident in that. Now, we're going into a bit of no man's land here because this is kind of like an alleyway. This is an entrance for the alleyway, so we've got a door there. That entrance goes in between 2 different houses, which is quite strange, but we'll work with it. We're going to put some vinyl down on these floors here because you can see they're a little bit dirty, a little bit grubby, but we're going to make the best of it. Kitchen cleaners haven't been in here yet, but it's interesting because when the cleaners came in here today, Fran is going to laugh her head off because when the cleaner came here today, a couple of things that we picked up. They've got some disinfectant, we've got a mini machete, lovely. And then for those that are interested, we've got the last tenants left us some presents, lovely. So we've got lots of beeping alarms, which really does my head in. So my plan is by the end of this week, have the house looking, when I say immaculate, clean. At the moment it's very grubby. You have a look at the state of the sink, it doesn't look like it's been cleaned. Have a look at the state of these tiles, it doesn't look like it's been cleaned, it doesn't look like it's been maintained whatsoever. So keep moving on. The landlord very kindly bought me a brand new washing machine. He's also bought me a brand new cooker, and he's also bought me a brand new fridge. So he's gave me a couple of appliances, which kind of helps. And then downstairs, it's a 4-bedroom. I've just noticed one thing actually. We've also got a broken tap, that's lovely. Also got a very dirty bath. So I think the cleaners have put some detergent in to kind of ease it off. We're going to have to do some work in here. We're definitely going to have to do a fair bit of work in here. But plan, we can still get it ready in 3 weeks. I'm very clear that we can get this ready. We've done a hell of a lot more in 3 weeks than this. Believe it or not, I think we might actually end up painting all these tiles and taking them into a white. So we've got a nice clinical. At the moment, we've got like this off-white, this cream. It's not great, but we'll run with it. So let's go upstairs. We've got 3 bedrooms upstairs. So we've got 2 doubles and a single upstairs. So in essence, we'll have 3 doubles and a single in this property. Lots of beeping. So straight up we go. Hello. So whatever you do, don't get the cleaners in. So here we have the biggest bedroom. So this is the double. This is a double bedroom and decent size. So let's get going. So this is the smallest of the bedrooms. It's small, but it's functional. So my plan here, bed is going to go here. We are going to have some chest of drawers over here. We're going to probably put TV on top of the chest of drawers there. And behind the door, we've got loads of space. So we're going to put wardrobe, or we might even put hanging rails and chest of drawers behind there to give the tenant more space to live in. And then again, we're going to incorporate some colour into the room because again, it doesn't look very inviting. So bedroom number 4, again, it's an okay size double. We're going to put a double bed in here. Your wardrobe's probably going to go against that wall over there. And then we're either going to put hanging rails and then chest of drawers underneath to incorporate both. And then we've got to just try and figure out where we're going to put the TV, whether we're going to give them TVs in each of the rooms or whether we're going to put a communal TV in the communal lounge. These are little things that I've got to figure out. So there we have it. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. So rent that we're giving to the landlord on this, just give you some rough figures. So it's approximately £700 a month. That's on £700 or £800 a month. We're going to rent each of these rooms out for approximately between £400 and £450 a month. So if you work on the average of 420, so that's 1680. 1680, take out your landlord's rent, let's say 800, that leaves us with approximately 800 odd, and then we take out some bills, utilities, electricity, gas. So it's not going to be a huge cash flowing generating machine. It's going to be approximately £400 to £500 a month, and it's going to work really well. It's going to be easy to manage. So now let's get moving on with the rest of the day. Okay, so here we are. Part of the day today is that we're coming to the Property Investors Show here at the Aston Villa football ground. I'm coming here today just to perhaps network, put myself back out there because since COVID I don't think I've been out as much as I should. So I'm looking to network with other industry suppliers, other property investors, and just generally see who's about. So let's go straight in. So here I am back home. It's been a busy day to be fair, so just have a bit of a recap of what's happened today. So first thing this morning, I went and checked out one of my HMOs where I've had to pretty much bring some order back in order in the HMO. After that, I've gone to the office, just done a bit of paperwork, just a few appraisals on a couple of properties. And then I've gone to check on a new rent-to-rent where we've acquired, and as you've seen that obviously it's in a bit of a state, aiming to have it pretty much ready by the end of the week. When we say end of the week, decorators are going to go back up with further touch-ups, cleaners are going to get the house looking immaculate, we're going to have the vinyl flooring put down, and then we're also going to have all the furniture delivered ready to be assembled, so that by next week we should be in a position to get the place ready, advertised. And then following that, we went to the property investor show. I think it was a landlord letting show, one of those. It was at the Aston Villa football ground. I met quite a few interesting people there, really. Some people that I actually haven't spoken to for a while, so touch base again with the NRLA, touch base with Together Money. There are a few other companies out there, and I thought they were quite good, either collaborations or things that I think I can use in my property journey. So literally just got back, so hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Any questions, please feel free to leave them below. As I said at the start of this video is sponsored by the Property Investor app, which is the UK's first property investment platform, which showcases all kinds of deals all over the UK. If you're not already involved and you'd like to get involved, there are two ways that you can do it. You can either go to the website, which is propertyinvestораpp.co.uk, or if you've got a smartphone, go to the App Store, type in Property Investor and download it from there. As well as that, if you like more free content like this, we release a podcast every Tuesday at 6 a.m. It's called The Property Rebel. Go and check it out. You can either find it on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, just to name a few. And if you are on social media and you want to connect with me, find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter and Clubhouse, all under the handle of Arsh Ilahi. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully the next video is going to be of showing you the property that is all done and all tenanted. Any questions, don't forget to subscribe, like and leave the questions below. And also don't forget to join me on this Sunday's webinar at 7 p.m. where I'll be talking to you about how to acquire properties like my rent to rent, where literally the owners are throwing you the keys. Take care guys, bye bye.